The exclusion of low-income but white families is also a nod to the legacy of the Black Panther Party, a political movement that was founded in Oakland in the 1960s, according to the report. Apparently, honoring the Black Panther Party's legacy means discriminating against white people.
Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. Not your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe.
And as always, thank you for your support. Hi, folks. Welcome back to Crisco's Corner. Well, you're going to love this one. New universal basic income program in Oakland, California excludes low-income white families. Oh, this is from pjmedia.com. Let's read on. These people couldn't be more bat crap crazy if they tried, and they're really trying hard. The city of Oakland, California has just launched a universal basic income program providing low-income families $500 per month with absolutely no strings attached regarding how they must spend it, according to a report from CBS News. This program, which is privately funded, is the latest experiment with a guaranteed income. I got to get the quotation marks. The idea that giving low-income individuals a regular monthly stipend helps ease the stress of poverty and results in better health and upward economic mobility. Yeah, yeah. Now, universal basic income idea has been around for a long time. In fact, Milton Friedman, believe it or not, the old economist back in the 70s, once was for universal basic income, but there was never a COLA in the amount that you got, which is an acronym for cost of living allowance. There was never an increase. And all the social programs went away, i.e. food stamps, welfare, the works. Medicare, you name it, Medicaid, all the programs go away and everybody gets universal basic income instead. Later, when he got older, he changed his mind, of course, because the programs will never go away, and it would break the country, just like there's open immigration with all these social programs is a formula of breaking the country as well. So this idea has been bounced around for decades. The idea is a low individual's regular monthly stipend. Now, we went through that. The Oakland Resilient Families Program. I love how they come up with these names. They're very creative. Program has so far raised $6.75 million from private donors, including Blue Meridian Partners, a national philanthropy group. To be eligible, individuals must have at least one child under the age of 18 and an income that is at or below 50% of the area median income, or about $59,000 per year for a family of three. That's pretty high. I live in upstate New York, $59,000. Of course, living in Oakland, I'm sure is a lot more money. So it's a relative thing. Half the spots are reserved for people who earn less than 138% of the federal poverty line, or about $30,000. For a family of three, participants will be randomly selected from a pool of applicants who meet the eligibility requirements. Boy, I'm having a hard time talking today. Oakland's project is significant because of one of the first efforts in the U.S. so far, oh Lord, targeting up to 600 families. And this is the first program to limit participation strictly to Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities. Oh, sorry, poor white people. Oh, Lord. Well, according to the report, the reason white families are excluded from the program is that, according to the Oakland Equity Index, I dare not ask, white households in Oakland make an average of 3 times as much as black households annually. Okay, so if you're poor, white, and live in Oakland, California, You still got to check your privilege because white supremacy, I guess. You know, I want to get started on this. I want to say what I want to say, but I can't because I'm kind of in YouTube jail right now for a article I had about Time Magazine, the election last year. But this is the most effed up thing I've ever heard of. The exclusion of low-income but white, LIBW, they even have an acronym for it now, but white families is also a nod to the legacy of the Black Panther Party, the political movement that was founded in Oakland in the 1960s, according to the report. Apparently, honoring the Black Panther's legacy means discriminating against white people. Let me read that again. The exclusion of low-income but white families is also a nod to the legacy of the Black Panther Party, a political movement that was founded in Oakland in the 1960s, according to the report. Apparently, honoring the Black Panther Party's legacy means discriminating against white people. I don't even know how to comment to that. Oh, by the way, there's several members of Congress that used to be members of the Black Panther Party. Let's read on. I'm no fan of universal basic income concept, but if you're going to have one, have a race-based requirement is racist no matter how you look at it. Proponents of this racist UBI program would probably argue that since it's privately funded, and that's probably what everybody would say, it's not tax money, the organization behind it can set whatever guidelines it wants. Imagine if a privately funded UBI program is limited to white families. Wouldn't that be racist? Of course it would. Also, the city of Oakland is still managing the program. So it's being administered through the city of Oakland. Now, I used to be a city councilman. Granted, where I live is a lot smaller than Oakland, but the principles are all the same. You've got to pay somebody to track the people, to disperse the funds. So you're basically the go-between between the people that are donating the money and the people that get it. So you're involved. You're involved in racism. Sorry, LIBWs, because white families on average are more wealthy than families of color. You don't deserve anything to ease the stress of poverty. They might result in better health and upward economic mobility. Just suck it and be poor because you're white. My God, my God, my God. How is this even legal? Now, I can see anybody can give their private money to anybody they want to. But how the hell is a government agency, in this case, the city of Oakland, is the go-between and basically the accountant for this program? You know what? I usually have a big mouth and I have plenty to say. I can't. I'm stumped for what to say to this effed up nonsense. Oakland Equity Index. So if you make $60,000 a year and you're black, I guess you don't get it. $59,000 is a lot. I don't know what to say. How far have we fallen? How far have we fallen? Granted, the vast majority of people who live below poverty in Oakland, I'm just guessing from what they say, are black or Hispanic. Okay. A bigger percent of poor people living at the poverty line and below in the United States, the greatest number of people that live like that are white. Now, is there a disproportionate amount of black and Hispanics that live below the poverty line compared to whites? Yep. That's not the issue. Poor white people don't count. White people don't count anymore. We can't be discriminated against. We get passed over for jobs for somebody less qualified. College admissions for somebody less qualified. Now Asian Americans in Yale and Harvard were getting put out for people because they're considered white now. They're too successful in this society, so they don't count anymore, and they can't be discriminated against. Oh, unless, of course, there's a shooting Then, of course, they're back being a minority again. How the hell do you keep track of the rules? I don't have a scorecard, and I'm not young enough to have this kind of memory to remember all this nickel dime crap. These people are crazy. And there you have it. I bet you it's public record. It has to be. Who is contributing to this fund? Being it's being dispersed by Oakland, I would imagine there is a list, but I doubt it. I doubt it very much. So let's see. The poor white mother with 2 children, single, gets this. Nothing. But a single black male, no children, living by himself, maybe with a roommate, hangs around all day, does drugs, drinks all day, gets in trouble now and then, gets $500 a month. And there you have it, folks, the new America. Look forward to this, because all you Biden voters out there, this is what you voted for. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.